Check. 1, 2.
Check.
Hello.
Hey, actually, this will be cool. Everybody on screen, one at a time, clap 3 times in front of your mic. Dave? Well, that's certainly spaced out, James. Sure, Joel? Thank you, Joel.
you dirty normie.
What?
You can sync the audio up to the sound of the word.
Joel, I just hit the start streaming button. I literally 5 seconds before you said in my defense, I should have warned you.
Cut the feed.
We're gonna have more warnings in the future.
Oh my gosh. Joel.
Jay just said whoops.
How you guys doing tonight?
I'm a lovely shade of red right now. Thanks, Joe.
Yeah, I hope you're proud of yourself, Joel.
I am a little bit.
Joel approaches all sectors of life equally with just as little caring spread across the board as possible. I got a message from Joel today, who hasn't been actually in the office for 2 days. He goes, "Hey Dave, is my camera stuff there? Like in the office?" It was just piled in his cubicle, all his camera equipment. it's like, I mean, if it's there, that's cool, I guess.
Joel, are you running any uploads or anything?
Me? Yes, I am, apparently. Pausing. Sorry. I didn't realize I uploaded something for Sam, and I forgot that I had it Dropbox open.
Oh, no problem.
Okay. Shane said we went live just after Jeremiah was laughing, saying start streaming button.
Okay. All right, cool.
Wow.
All right, so.
Man, I could have escaped at episode 152. So much more free time. Shut it down.
Okay. I had 2 things I was upset about. I wanted to talk about.
You wanted to talk about...
While you're thinking, I'm enjoying the volume of YouTube-related spam I get now, including from YouTube directly.
Mm-hmm.
I got an email today from, I guess it's YouTube, partner support, offering some kind of premium support thing for my channel. It is actually from YouTube, apparently, but I laughed because they forgot to change the subject line. So they sent me an email from YouTube called Invitation, Default Content, A. It's wow, guys, I feel so just acknowledged and appreciated. I got default content A, not B or C, A.
Oh, one of the things was working outside in the heat. So, Joel, you're talking about working up in the attic. One of my least favorite things I ever did when I worked landscaping was mulching. We did hardwood mulch, not pine mulch. So hardwood mulch is a little bit, I guess it's dirtier. It's not quite as just wood chips. There's a lot more broken down composted wood in there. And our kind of big thing was the company I worked for, we hand spread our mulch, because you can rake spread mulch and it looks fine. But if you hand spread the mulch, then you can get just it kind of takes a mulch bed from looking pretty good to world-class mulch beds. And we were really good at mulch. And I was the main mulch guy for doing edges. I just made really nice edges. It's not that exotic of a skill, but if you've ever met people who work on the average landscaping crew. So anyway, but the thing with working on mulch is the heat comes out of the mulch as it sits in the piles. If you drive past a mulch pile,
it's so hot.
Dude, so there was one we were doing in the middle of July one year, and they wanted so much stuff around their house mulched, ended up being 35 trailer loads of mulch. All we did for 2 weeks was mulch stuff. And the heat coming off of it was so hot. It was over 100 degrees with it outside, over 100 degrees with the heat index, of course, super humid because where I lived. And there was so much heat compared to the air around you. It felt like you opened an oven and were staring into an oven. there was so much heat coming off the mulch that it was going straight up into my glasses, and there was so much sweat when I was looking down at the at the mulch. It was just filling up my lawn glasses. Like I kept having to tilt them and dump them like once every minute, dump sweat out because I just looked down and they just start filling up. It was so bad. I would step away from the mulch and it felt cool outside. It was over 100 degrees and it felt cool. I was drinking like gallons and gallons of fluids a day. Like I'm completely soaked. It looked like I jumped in a river, and it was like that one mulching job I think was about a week and a half, and at the end of it I was so miserable. Like that was just
started smoking, like chewing tobacco. It got real serious. Going to the bars every night. I gotta make it through this. That sounds awful. I've done a little bit of lawn work, and then I said, nope, I retire. None of this crap. As much as James hates the ocean, I freaking hate yard work. Like I'd rather I would build a fort or anything else, anything other than lawn work. Like,
is there any lawn work you do like?
Maybe weed eating.
Really?
I don't know
That's
why.
my least favorite thing to do.
I know, like I don't
Have
even
you
know.
pulled weeds?
Yeah, it's, like it's just.
Well, I hate weed eating because like if you wear shorts and I can't wear pants to do weed eating, it just eats my leg up.
Joel, do you like mowing the grass if you're on a riding mower?
I've never actually had the experience of doing that, so I might enjoy that. I've done like the push ones, but that have kind of like the auto, like, you know, motorized, I guess, or the wheel, it has power to it. I don't mind raking leaves, but like whenever I rake leaves, it wasn't really for like necessity. It was just, I'm making a pile of leaves so I can jump in it or make a trail through it for our bikes or something. But I like blowing leaves. Like that's fun.
You know, Joel, this makes a lot more sense because you were like kind of casually looking at like house listings the other week, right?
Yeah.
And the first thing you asked me, you're like, so how big is your yard? Which is followed by, how much time does that yard take just to like maintain,
Joel,
cut?
I think you would have liked the mowers I worked with, the company I was working for. We had diesel zero turns. So one of them had a 6-foot wide deck, a 72-inch deck with 3 blades. It could go 11 miles an hour, and you drove it just like a pod racer with the 2 handles.
Oh my gosh, that's fun.
So 11 miles an hour, cutting 6 feet wide. Dude, you eat some grass up. Dave's yard, our crew with like two guys on mowers and 3 guys weed eating was pretty our standard thing. 20 minutes, we'd be gone. Like pulling into the driveway to leaving the driveway.
So if I
Cut the grass,
I need to
that's a cool
hire you
trick.
in the past to cut my lawn.
I liked mowing. When I became like the senior guy on the crew, like we'd pull up to a yard, I would climb onto the trailer on the mower, and then we had like our whole routine.
Wave the flag.
We just had the whole routine down. Like the guys would pick up the weed eaters, and the 2 on each side as they walked past, they would lower the gate. Like we just had it down to a science, and I would just drive off, mow everything, drive right back onto the trailer at the end. Like they would toss the strap, cinch it down. Like we were smooth on a machine because we were cutting like 16, 17 yards a day. Like,
Oh yeah, I mean everything probably makes a huge difference.
yeah, and it's good if you're mowing for a while. You get a lot of good thinking done on a mower. Like,
Oh yeah, yeah.
you can't do anything else. It's just you and the grass.
Yep.
So, yeah, I got a lot of my good thinking done.
Enough of that.
And once you commit to the sweat, like once you're like, okay, it's the summer, it's hot, I'm outside, I'm in it now, it's not so bad. It's really bad for the first... No. Within limits. If it's over 100 degrees, it always sucks. But like Saturday...
When we did that shoot,
Yeah.
the gun shoot,
Because
with
you're wearing nice clothes, though. If you were wearing like
I was
work
wearing a
clothes
t-shirt.
and doing something dirty, I'm saying once you commit to, I'm outside doing dirty work stuff.
That's the key. You gotta do dirty stuff, and then it's okay. I was talking to Jeremiah about this. I used to do land surveying like full time, and that requires jeans because you're in the woods, like briars and ticks and all that nasty stuff. And it sucks, but once you commit to it's gonna suck, it's fine. Like coming home, get a shower, you're fine. But at work, I guess it was either Tuesday. Was it Tuesday, Joel? The fire alarm went off at work.
Mm-hmm.
So for like 15 minutes or so, everyone files out of the building and stands in the parking lot in, you know, business casual, but still like somewhat dress clothes. And it's like 92 degrees with 80% humidity. And it's just in the parking lot with the sun beating down. Everyone's just miserable. Like that sucks. If I'm just in a t-shirt and jeans, I expect it, that's fine. But make me wear like a button-down shirt and stand in the sun? No.
I think the time that Joel and I went to see U2 was pretty bad. Just because we got in line at 6 a.m.
Why?
Because it was general admission.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, that's why we got front row. And there was like 60-some thousand people there, so that's pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah,
But,
James let me put one. I think he had like we had like a towel or something with us. I don't know. Maybe it was someone else. But I put it over the chair. I put my head.
It was
under
somebody
the chair.
else.
Yeah, I put my head under the chair, and I would just fall asleep. My legs were baking, but at least my head was out of the heat. I fell asleep for like 2 hours.
Who was sitting on the chair? Was it like a folding chair?
Yeah,
That was
it
sitting
was
like an inch away from someone's butt.
Dude,
No,
it
there were
was-
people were not. The people that were in the line were so cool.
Yeah, they were pretty
Like we
awesome.
wrote down numbers on our hands, and then they said if you want to go get meals or whatever, you just get back in line based on your number. And even the security for the stadium enforced it. So we could like go like sit in the shade and stuff like that. But it was just so freaking hot, and it was just it was supposed to rain, but so it had a little bit of humidity.
Mm-hmm.
And once we got in the stadium, they had like this metal flooring. So when you're sitting there, the sun's hitting it and then like bouncing back up. Oh, it was pretty bad until sundown. Totally worth it, but
Unfortunately,
sharing.
all the only concerts I've ever been to that are general admission, it's concert halls that are like 1,000, 1,500 people. So you just wait in between the opening bands when everybody goes outside to smoke. Just like work your way up to the front. Although, Dave, at the one we went to in February, was actually far up enough that I was too in between the front speakers, and it actually didn't sound that amazing for significant chunks of it. So I was hearing more stage monitor than speaker.
We
What?
get it, you're an audiophile.
That's what I meant. The highs were a little brittle at 120 decibels.
there's a major difference between going to like a big like quality concert and then just a random like.
Oh, I'm not talking random. The concert hall, you know the one I'm talking about near my hometown? That's a
Yeah.
world-class concert hall.
It
It's
is
just small.
but it's so small that the sound just goes everywhere.
Their sound system is
It's
top of the
loud.
line.
It's loud.
It is loud. Yeah, it's loud.
When I went
Speaking
to
of
see
loud, oh sorry, James, is my mic okay? I have it turned down a bit.
No,
Tonight.
your mic's fine. To me, at least.
Okay, cool.
when I went to see Muse with Shane, I was actually surprised that, I mean, we sat pretty close there too. I was actually surprised that I was able to take my hearing stuff out because it was so perfectly mixed that it didn't have to be like deafening loud for the arena. Pretty impressed. Well, there's
Oh.
definitely a difference between like a few $1 million production and we just got all our gear here and
Oh,
we're gonna
definitely.
borrow someone else's speakers.
There's been so many like small pubs and clubs and stuff that have, they've got like a lot of sound, but they don't have any room treatment and everything's just kind of pointed at the audience and stuff. And those can be fun shows for like metal shows, but I wouldn't want to listen to like, I don't know. It really depends on the music. For metal, I think that can work, but for anything that you're supposed to be really critically listening to, like you really want to hear the beauty of the music and not just the energy, it's kind of
Yeah, part of metal is feeling it.
Yeah. I mean, Dave and I were at that show this past winter, and the mosh pit knocked over one of the speaker stacks mid-song and
Into the
rebuilt-
crowd.
Into the crowd, and they rebuilt the speaker stack without ever stopping the song. Like they just kept going. Like it doesn't really matter if it sounds good. You're there for the
I mean,
experience.
it was pretty awesome because the band we went to go see really got the crowd going. So we're kind of like 2/3 of the way back ish, and like all you see is everyone like jumping and going crazy, and then you see the speakers doing this, and they start to go, and you see like all the hands come up. The speakers just kind of go into the crowd, and you see like a bunch of hands like whoop,
It's like
whoop.
crowd surfing.
Yeah,
Hey, join the fun.
they just reappeared out of the crowd like doop 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 doop.
Oh, okay. So the other thing I wanted to complain about: Snapchat's UI.
That's what it was.
Okay.
Snapchat's UI is awful.
Now,
I just stole your thunder. Sorry.
No, it's all right. Standardized UI design. Like, I think it's good when you install a new app and you open it up and you instinctively know what to do. Like, it's got all the same buttons you're used to, all that. Like, I never open an app and think, oh, well, this is such a groundbreaking new design. No, like, I want to see how to use the dang thing. So you open up Snapchat, And none of these icons mean anything except for the one that flips your camera around. That one is one that we're used to. So I hit the purple circle with 3 white circles in it. I guess that's their version of a hamburger. And then it takes me to stories. And then I've got recent updates from my friends, and I click on them. And some of them are black, and then some of them play. But if you want to swipe in between them, there's no real way to do it. Also, once you're on that screen, there's no official way to go back if you don't have a hardware back button. So you just have to like tap your way out of it. And then all of their menu things are non-standard cutesy emoticons. So their menu thing on this page is different from the menu thing on the previous page. They use circles, but it's different circles arranged in a different way. And then the Snap stories, I still don't. There's all stories, and then there's some recent stories. Like, does this make any more sense to you, or is it really this bad?
It's so bad. It's so bad. I argue with everyone at work about it because I'm like, this is just awful. The only cool feature in the whole thing, or like a cool UI thing I didn't know until someone told me, is if you double tap on the screen of the camera, it switches to front or back. And I'm like, oh, I wish Apple had that. And because I checked to see if that was a thing I never knew about. It doesn't have it, but that's a great idea.
Okay, another app that's been butchered. When it first came out, VSCO Cam, I bought an iPhone mostly for VSCO Cam. Like that's how good this app was. It's a camera app. I use the VSCO film presets for a lot of my photo editing. All right, so if you can see, this is your home screen. You can scroll through recent pictures and stuff.
I can see it better than Dave's phone when he lifted it up earlier.
Well, I'm just tilting an angle away from the... So this is your camera. And there's a lot of lag now. No, never mind. That's not the camera. It just takes you to like your library, the same library you were looking at before. Now there's a plus button. There is a square with a little U in the top of it. And then there's that circle thing again. So do I want to take a picture? Well, you have to grab this circle and drag it up, unlike anything else. So once you do that, there's even, their icon for front camera or back camera is like, if you tap it 3 times, it brings up the standard icon you're used to with like the camera thing with the arrows going around it.
The swivel.
Otherwise, it's half of a Picasso face icon. And then you click it and it turns into 2 circles with other squiggly lines coming off of it. Like, they have butchered the UI of this app so much. Every time they update it, I look at it and go, what's all this new crap? Like, it's the same crap with new icons and it doesn't work.
Yeah, why would you change the icons most often is what I've always wondered about stuff like that, where it's like, all right, guys, we added a feature for this update, but we also changed 14 of the icons. We really got some great feedback on them. Sorry to all of our previous users, but the target groups we tested with really liked the changes.
It's like Facebook.
You shouldn't have to read the change log for updates to an app. If it adds new features you're looking for, that's one thing. But if it's just making updates, you shouldn't ever have to open it again and go, uh-oh, where is everything? Like, that was, the kind of jumping from Windows XP to Vista. That threw a lot of people for a loop because the whole UI was different. Same thing as jumping to Windows 8. That's the whole reason people didn't like the start.
I think that was a bigger jump than anything.
Maybe. But the whole Metro UI, why people didn't like it wasn't because it wasn't pretty. It was very pretty. It was because it wasn't intuitive. Like, they were used to the start menu, the cornerstone of getting to stuff in the operating system, and then Microsoft got rid of it. Like, they didn't phase it out. They just completely got rid of it, and it's dumb. So anyway, that's all I got to check about.
I checked
more
Snapchat lately.
Oh, no.
How
Did you just do a Snapchat?
Did you Snapchat on air?
Well, I mean, we now have a Casual Shenanigans Snapchat, so...
Can we not? Can we take a vote?
That's my way of promoting.
All right. No, it just showed it as being black, and then it just the little thing erased, and it went on to the next thing. Half my friends do that. The Snap story is just black.
Something might be broken on yours then.
Cool. Nope.
Yeah.
Now there's no way to get out of it. I have to close the app sometimes.
Maybe their Android one is not that great. I don't know.
I know plenty of people use it. Or maybe it's just bad for my phone. I don't know.
I don't know.
I only have the flagship, so I guess it's my fault.
You need the best one from the future, Jeremiah. That's where you went wrong.
Oh man. All right, I'm done. pissing and moaning.
Are you?
Oh.
I don't mean that because you're normally pissy and moany. I mean, based on the topic.
Oh. No.
We're all warmed up now. Let's do it.
So James, I'm all set for. This is my last thing. I'm all set for Sunday.
Guys, welcome to Jeremiah's Tumblr.
You sure this shouldn't be on the air like a actual podcast story?
What, the autocross thing?
Oh, we lost your audio, or maybe I lost audio. Hold on,
I'm good.
Oh, we're saved.
I can't hear him.
Wait, you can't hear me?
Can't
Joel.
hear
You're
him.
Joel,
Can you hear me?
who can you not
you're
hear?
frozen, Joel.
What? Skype's freaking out, man.
James, can you hear me?
Now I
Yeah.
can hear you.
Okay, so it was Skype. Cool. If that happens, just bring
Who's
up Teamspeak.
downloading?
I'm not. I live in a house with 4 people though. I don't have any dropped frames though, so I don't think it's me. Yeah, so anyway, my power steering fluid's a little bit low, and I was like, oh, I should get some more before. Dave, it looked fine before. What you're doing now is definitely a step in the wrong direction.
I don't know what it just did.
So James, I was looking into getting some more power steering fluid and probably like flushing it out. But it uses hydraulic power steering fluid, which apparently was super rare in the early 2000s. Now it's $60 a quart to get it from Toyota. So I found a German brand on Amazon that's like $25 shipped. That's cheaper. It won't be here in time, so I'm hoping during tech inspection
That's probably good.
they don't care that it's low. Hopefully they're fine with the fact that I have it. It's like on the low side of. It's at the minimum mark. It's not below.
I don't know if they check all your.
They say I
levels,
read
but
tech inspection. They check to make sure nothing's leaking. So nothing.
Did you mention what you're doing this weekend?
Autocrossing. I'm going to my first autocross. I'm going to be in the sport touring sport category. There's sport touring sport and sport touring extreme, unless I'm forgetting what STS stands for. My numbers are 404. I didn't have any cool numbers, so I just went with that. They let you pick
That's a
whatever you
really
want.
cool number.
Oh, okay. All right.
You should play with that.
I got to tape it to the outside of the car.
You should just put a thing over your mirror and says "racer not found."
Yeah, talent not found. So yeah, hopefully if I don't break anything, the new alternator has been holding up fine. I've been going to doing a bunch of short drives. Everything's good. I have the second Celica seat in. All that's good. Actually, the second Celica seat, the passenger one, has the same airbag sensor plugs as the stock car, which everyone online was talking about how you have to modify the harness
really?
or you'll have an airbag light. It's got the exact same plugs. All I had to do was switch everything over. So now I have Celica rails with Spider seats in them for the driving simulator, and Celica seats in Spider rails in the Spider. And I'm excited.
That's cool that it has a sensor. Because I thought you were gonna have to like hack your seat to pieces just to.
I mean, it
Something
seems
in there.
happy, so we'll see. There's an airbag light for the passenger.
And unfortunately, there's not a really good way to test it out.
there's a lot of forums of people debating back and forth, like about whether or not the airbag works. Because you ask Toyota, and like, you can't ask a Toyota tech if a car they sold for a couple years and barely sold any of them, if you swap Celica seats into it, will the airbag still work? Like, that's too obscure. They don't know. You'd have to have like a master tech.
washing my hands.
Yeah, they're like, that sounds like that voids the warranty. Anyway, anyone have anything else they want to warm up with? You guys want to go?
Yeah, we probably start.
Sorry.
It's 8:30.
I can hear that. I can hear that in your voice, Joel.
Joel's just speaking for all of us.
You jackass. I think we should get going. If your ego's done telling the stories.
If you're all out of hot air, maybe we should actually start the podcast.
I'm actually out of water.
I wonder why.
Man, does someone else want to do the main topic, or do I have to talk for the whole thing for that too?
We're just trying to piss you off.
Yeah, this
Real
is really
good.
good. Yeah.
I'm fine. Let's do it. All right, Joel, ready to start the timer?
Yep.
On 3. 1, 2, 3.
Just don't give us a sync word, Joel.
James, you would have died a horrible, shriveled up death Sunday I was in the attic for like 2 hours with insulation. It was like what, like 88 outside, Jeremiah, so it was like 110 or so in the attic, 115, and it's just like breathing insulation dust. Actually, I have like insulation like burns and scars on my elbows from leaning against the wall and drilling the hole through the wall. I really should have been wearing like elbow pads and probably a face mask too.
We're back up, by the way. We're back.
Hey.
Oh.
Yeah, are you
Elbow pads,
feeling
important,
any,
kids.
Are you feeling any better, Dave?
Yeah, actually, after Monday, I felt much better. Today I had a terrible migraine. Actually, took a day off of work, but that's a whole different deal. Oh, Joel, you know all the like horrible allergies and just feeling crummy since I came back to work in the office in June.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stop drinking the moldy water. I felt great the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, I don't ever touch it.
I just don't understand.
Is that why you piss in your mouth?
I mean, that's sterile.
I'm healthy.
Supposedly there was a ticket to clean the water machine, and it's still not cleaned yet.
I like how Dave says stuff like that, like he honestly thinks somebody at some point was going to do something about that.
If something is going to have priority, your employees are daily drinking molds.
No one's making you drink them. The free market says you can drink wherever you want.
The free market said that they were too cheap to keep buying water jugs, so they installed a water machine.
You see the thing.
That's the
with
basis of the free market, Dave. If everyone was allowed to compete properly, you would naturally just get a better water machine because of competition or something.
But the thing is, with Dave and the free market, is if it's not actually free, it's not a free market. And that's what Dave's looking for, a free market.
The water machine's free. I mean, it's full of mold, but it's free. It's priced to sell.
All right, we'll just let it go for like a minute, make sure we're all stable.
The backup is just not
I'm
hooking.
not very stable.
Well, Dave, I'm going to need you to not make excuses and just make it happen. So, get on that.
Dang.
You got a quadruple hexaquan. Make it happen, Dave. You got enough CPU threads.
Joel has a point. I don't know if it's a good one, but it's there.
No, he doesn't have a point at all. It's a terrible point.
But the hexaquan.
The
hexaquan core.
Hexaquan core. Sorry, my bad. Hexaquan core.
Da, 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 da.
Ta-da-da-da-da. Is that what you're doing, Joel?
McDonald's theme song?
All right, you guys ready to start the show? Nope, hold on. Let me bring up the main topic video since that went away. That was weird. That hasn't happened in a very long time.
Yeah, it was just completely random. Do you have anything else running, or?
No, I had a couple blue screens of death a couple months ago, and they kept giving me a USB hardware error, and I tracked it down. It was just like it was like a $7 hub that had just gone bad. So I got rid of that. Everything's been hunky dory. So I don't really know.
Oh, no.
What's with what?
I'm gonna start like SD card and like flash card readers. What is with flash card readers for like computers that it's really hard to find one that's like really stable?
I
and
have
just
a
works
good
solid.
one. I bought 2 of
Do you?
them. It has worked literally every single time I've had it. I keep one in my bag.
You're
on
the
my
one.
computer.
You're the chosen one.
No,
I
Joel,
remember-
you're right. There's a lot of
You know
crap
what I mean?
out there. I think it's like just
so weird. Like I'm like
Chinese-made junk.
me and my brother, like we had to use them all the time. We would look up the most expensive ones, and we're just like, okay, there's got to be something out there. It's like all terrible reviews. I'm like, how has no one tapped into this market to create an efficient working card?
Same thing. I've got this this old SSD out of my laptop, and I was like, I'm gonna get an enclosure, pop it in there, and I'm gonna have like an SSD portable hard drive. Like that's gonna be sick. I went on Amazon, the #1 rated USB 3 SSD enclosure. It's like $10, which makes sense. It's a super cheap thing. #1 rated, like thousands of positive reviews, like a 4.9 star rating. Like this thing should be a slam dunk. I get it. It doesn't work. I actually had to send it back. But a lot of the positive reviews even
Was
say,
it this one?
yeah, no, actually it was not.
Oh, okay.
But a lot of the positive reviews said, so there's this one thing where the solder that goes through the board actually is too long and it grounds out against the casing. So just put some electrical tape over that and you're fine. And I'm like, how is that a 5-star item if you have to use electrical tape to keep it from electrically shorting out with my data?
I talked about this just for a minute on the tech podcast, Joel, but when I was trying to find a good USB 3 hub for all my hard drives that I constantly move back and forth, just like one place on my desk where I could just plug all the hard drives in a row when I unpack them. The first one I got, you know me, I went for like, it had like 3.9 out of 5, and it was like $10. I was like, okay, let's give it a shot. It came in a little cardboard box. I mean, Amazon sells things like that, like OEM, like fine. But the power adapter was like in its own plastic clamshell separately, like out, not even in the package. And I was like, I plugged it in, Joel, and my computer,
cheap.
almost. My computer took like 3 extra minutes to boot, and I restarted it. And when my computer shut down, you know, like all the like, you know, successful boot LED lights on the motherboard. I have a case window. I shut my computer down. The USB hub was powering the motherboard lights. Like all the lights were still on. And I was like, I just ripped it out the back. I was like, nope, it's going back to Amazon. That is not good if it's powering the motherboard on its own. through the AC adapter that came in its own clamshell package.
Look, voltage is a range, okay? It's hard to say like what really is the right voltage.
That's one of those things that just makes me impressed at like how power supplies and motherboards can like regulate just all kinds of crappy voltages, like from the wall, from USB stuff that shouldn't be there. Oh man.
All right, Dave, how are we at on the backup?
Backup is rolling. I had to restart Steam twice and the game twice, but it's finally hooked.
Is it time to pick a backup recording game? All right, let's go.
Why don't you pick Mass Effect? Maybe you'll actually get some use out of it.
I'm just playing Mass Effect the whole time, like totally immersed.
Everybody's all excited, like, oh, Dave's finally playing it. No, it's just for backup.
Dave, you have 400 hours in Mass Effect. You liking it? Like, title screen's pretty cool.
All right, guys, ready?
Let's do it.
Joel, got my time codes, brother?
Yep.
I don't know why I did that. All right.
Because it's the warm-up and nothing matters. Well, okay, Joel, some things matter.
I smoked a good bowl before the podcast. I got the shivers. All right, on 3. 1, 2.
Weird.
All right, on 3. 1, 2.
Ripping a sick cloud with my homies.
Dave, scoot over, or I'll move over to there.
Must you?
Yeah. Keep scooting over a little bit.
I've got one little line for every little squeak, squeak, squeak. So Joel, for the warm up, do you want to play with your new toy? Because when we start the actual podcast, I don't think we're going to keep the music maker. It's gonna be very confusing for anyone doing the audio only version. So what is that instrument again?
It's a kalimba.
And
then some people call it the thumb piano.
Some people who want to sell it to you call it that.
piano just makes it sound so classic and like there's more than 5 notes. Are all the notes there, the whole scale?
No.
I don't know.
Really
Bonobo is used it in some of his music and stuff.
I'm sure.
Oh, has he?
So the Fast and the Furious?
Like I don't professionally know how to play piano or
It's
chords
not a
or
really
something like
good
that.
rhyme or reason to how the notes go.
It's Coke Zero.
Oh, I'm getting that.
They're not in
There's
any
no
order.
rhyme or reason.
Okay, longer is deeper.
Well, yeah, physically, but
Longer, deeper. Jeremiah.
2016.
Is that the last one, Joel?
Yeah. Don't I have to put some?
No, don't worry about it.
Joel,
I'll put it on my butt.
can I get like a shot of that so I can try it out?
Yeah, can we all get shots of mics just to start the podcast off right?
Look at his glasses. It's like hot pink.
I keep thinking like I'll find the note, but it's just not there. Oh, it's got like a sound hole.
But like,
That's what it's called. It's a sound hole.
I can play a little bit of piano, do some ambient stuff with it. I have a what's the longer one that you have like little kind of stick? See that? Ding, 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 ding. It's
A xylophone?
yeah, it's like a xylophone, but it's a really small one. I forget the name of it. Basically, it's music. It's something that I can make music out of without having to know chords and stuff.
Do
Do you not know chords?
No.
How have you made your ambient music album? Just like loops?
No, I just by like I can play piano, but I just play by like sound. Like I can't read drum music as well.
Oh, well, I don't know any drummers who actually read drum music. They all just
There's
play.
lots, but
No, I know, but I'm saying like most drummers play just by ear. Haunting.
it's like this is just like the start of Mad Men. They always start off with watermelon hard mics.
Wow, this is probably the most
Let's get some behind the scenes.
effeminate. Make sure you have that book in the background. Stand it up when it's
What's it called? Chimera. Ooh.
I think I caught that once.
Joel, you're in for a wild night, my friend.
All right.
Cheers, boys.
To an episode just as bad as the normal ones.
But in person.
Shoot it back.
That's pretty sweet.
That's something.
That tastes like cough medicine just a little bit.
That's not like that blueberry soda. That blueberry heart.
That was.
You should mix the two, Joel. I bet it actually.
Oh,
would be better.
actually, that's what I brought it for.
I mean, they're both equally.
Look at that sound.
Look at that sound. Come on, man.
Well, we're adding that one.
Joel, your mics, your LaCroix, your iPhone all match.
Well, Joel's gay.
The vagina collection.
Put Kate out here.
What was that? Remember Joel was talking about that car that he saw that was like this really cool pink that matched his phone? You were like, the Mary Kay car?
Oh, yeah, Mary Kay. What is it about this car that just has you all of a sudden?
Honestly, I just wanted to see what it looked like, and it's just a freaking phone. That's all it
I
is.
mean, if you
don't
wanted to
care.
see what it looked like, you could just look at it in the store.
Or I could get it, and who gives a crap? I'm sorry.
What do we see what it looks like?
What? It looks like it's rose gold. That's what it looks like to me.
You're a rose gold kind of guy. Joel, this is the
How
experience.
is it mixed, Joel?
It actually waters down the watermelon a little bit, which tastes better, I think.
That does not taste like a real watermelon. My.
It tastes like a
Like a hard Mike's fake watermelon taste. That's what it's
I
like.
think the candy.
Jolly Rancher?
Jolly Rancher watermelon, just like it.
Yeah, I'm not into it.
That's a lot of sugar.
You were just back just a little bit more, Dave. Because then you were right here.
Yeah, you need to be
frame
that way.
it.
Can you be that way just a little bit, Dave?
Can you handle that?
Sit up. No, don't do
There we
that. Stand up. Seriously, let's scratch the floor.
There we go.
There we go.
All right.
These chairs.
Anything else you guys want to talk about for the warm up here? We've been just killing it on warm ups lately. I don't know if you've noticed, but we put out some pretty sick,
Long.
sick
Don't-
monthly
don't say it.
warm up compilations.
Don't say the
It's
D
just a
word.
sick. The D word.
Dank. Don't say it.
I wasn't going to.
Okay.
You looked like you were warming up to about to say it.
I was going to say sick clouds.
Oh, okay. Well, don't say that either.
All right.
Wasn't like this whole day just a warm up? I feel like
For what?
for this right now.
I guess.
Preparing.
I mean, it was like a 3-part day. It was record a podcast, hang out with James.
Why don't you, since we're doing warm-up, why don't you talk about the book you bought today?
Yeah.
Well,
Went to this
it started
sick
off with
bookstore.
closing my eyes and just choosing a random book. But then James was
Any,
trying to.
where were you? Any
I
context?
was in a
in a stranger's house, standing in front of their bookcase, closing
the
my
back
eyes.
No, and then James trying to hand me this book, and then I was like, all right, this sounds interesting. It's by Mary Rosenblum, author of The Drylands. It's called Chimera. Virtual reality was both toy and tool for millions. But who knew what was virtual, what was real, and what was beyond them both? This just sounds amazing.
The barren desert.
I like that there's a book
Can you
market
put it up
already.
into...
I put that in because I've already read
Can you
it.
take it up to the screen?
Yeah.
Or to the camera? Because that cover makes it worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the noise Joel's gonna make when he finishes the book.
Yeah. Oh, it's not very long though. It's what, like 250 pages?
Rosenblum is one of the best new writers of the 90s.
Wait, that book is from the 90s? That doesn't look like a book from the 90s.
Like 91 maybe.
It was an innocent time.
93, I was close.
Yeah, but that's the same year we got Jurassic Park. Good stuff happened then.
Not here.
For Ellen, whose enthusiasm and tons of hard work matter. Okay.
Aww.
I should probably do this.
Why does it have a logo on it?
Yeah.
No one will know.
Mr. Ishigoto, Jewel bowed as she entered the small man's virtual office. Okay.
That's just it.
What is this book?
Yeah. Nobody likes it nationally.
She was blowing it, and she knew it.
Now that's some enthralling.
Interesting.
The 90s wave is here, and Mary Rosenblum is riding its crest.
Is it now?
You don't think they're gonna know something?
Huh? I don't think anybody cares.
What?
I'm wearing my shirt that has words on it.
No, I don't care.
Hey, me
There's
too.
words. I think it has.
It's one whole state, James. It's an NC State hat, everybody. Where James didn't go to school.
And Jeremiah's address is.
Come on over. I got a dog. I have a vicious, vicious pit bull that will run away so fast.
Unless Maya's barking, then she might bark behind.
Alright, you guys want to get this going?
Yeah.
Alright. We won't bother with time codes. Joel, you can't look at them. We're gonna
What are you staring at on there?
be staring at the weird silver veins on the sky. Is that what you're looking at?
I don't think that was the veins he was looking at.
Dude, look on the back. Look on the back. But I'm like, what is that? What's that supposed to mean? Like,
I can tell you what it means when I see that.
That is interesting.
It means you're expecting me to pay you soon. I'm just kidding.
David leaned against her lightly, his flesh warm against hers, his face brushing her hair.
oh
Then
man.
he straightened. I think I'd like that juice now. You don't mind holding it in for me. Wow. Sorry, I didn't. Jewel stepped back as Susanna brushed past her, close enough to bump her.
There's a
with
lot of people brushing
the
past
warm
people.
bulge of the bag. I'm just reading random passages.
I can't wait for you to read this, Joel.
I'll give you guys a nice review of it. There's a lot of people brushing past people.
What is it called again?
Chimera.
Okay, Google. Mary Rosenblum Chimera reviews.
This was $5 brand new.
3.6 out of 5 average. Goodreads.com.
This is like 100%. This is like a B movie, but a book. What do you call a B movie book?
Pulp Fiction.
Oh,
I enjoyed this stimulating read.
I bet. Look at
that's what the movie means then.
Hey, Joel, get your finger off his package.
Whoops.
Sure. Whoops.
Not so easy to read, but nice
I
experience.
said John videos from like this, and you see my finger go.
All right.
All right.
Let's actually start the
Please put
podcast.
that book away.
Yeah, I really don't want to look at that the whole time. Just throw it on the ground. Why are you being careful with it? Oh, you lost your... It's under the couch. And
Oh
you
man,
lost
I'll
your
never
place.
find the second page I was on. Guess I'll have to restart.
But somebody brushes against someone in that one too. All right, Dave, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. That's refreshing. Brought to you by GameStop.
Moist.
I'm done.
Towelettes.
Sick clouds.
Are we creating our own?
You recording a prank video?
What's those sound?
Oh, yeah. I don't know
called?
what they're called.
ASR.
ASMR.
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 Asthma.
I'm clapping.
All right. I think we're done with that.
Okay.
And we should be live.
Where? Where, Joel?
Joel, where does the piss go?
In my mouth.
It's like the world's worst like grammar instruction manual. All right, children, turn to page 10. Where does the piss go? Ugh. We should be live.
We are. That quality's looking pretty good, Dave. Oh, you got your thing open on the side though.
How do I
I
close
don't know if
that?
that's on. You just double click on the big Skype screen, like your full screen in the video.
Ooh, look at that. Fancy.
Ooh, fancy.
Woo! Hey Joel, do you remember when you wanted to keep score when we played Gwent? Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't that a good idea?
It's been a great idea. I'm not ashamed.
You should be.
The only time I've ever ashamed of Gwent is when you like did that trap. And like I noticed it right when it happened. I was just like, my eyes were like, no! I was like, I felt violated. It's like, how dare you do this?
There,
Smarter than that.
if we got to a level in Gwent, Jeremiah, you'll appreciate this. Joel's leader card.
Oh, all right.
You play Gwent. James is too good to play Gwent, so he won't quite understand it. The other day we were playing, and I had a couple of good cards on my ranged row, and Joel's leader ability was the one that like deploys a free fog to lower the value of the range row. And it was Joel's turn. I had played those cards. I wanted to bait him. I think it was to use his fog, so that I could then play weather card on a different row and make him play a clear weather and get rid of all of it. So I wanted him to play the card.
Okay.
I was way ahead. And I was watching Joel like looking at all his cards, trying to decide his move, and then he glances over at his leader card. I looked at him right in the eyes and said, "Your fog won't save you now." And he just lost it. He's like, "You knew what I was thinking. Get out of my head. Get out of my head."
It was so funny because I'm like, because now it's gotten to the point now where if we glance over our cards, it's like, ooh, I think Dave must
Yeah.
have a medic. All right, well, I know what he's gonna be doing next.
Yeah.
Just by a quick glance, and Dave's like, I know you have a medic. He's like, your fog won't help you now. I was like, stop it!
And then Joel,
Get out of my house.
Joel's faction ability is to draw a card when he wins a round. And the other day, I was counting his cards to keep track of how many he had left. And I realized a few moves into the second turn that he had forgotten to draw his card because I was counting cards. It's like, Joel, you forgot your ability. Grab your card. It's like, how'd you know that? It's like, I forgot. We're in a strange place with Gwent. Together.
Moving on to the other two of us, I got to give James props. He makes me talk about when I do car stuff. So James changed a starter in his parking lot the other day in like the 100-degree heat.
Oh man.
When he called me from Skype, like he looked like he just climbed out of the ocean, walked over to his car and turned on Skype. His face was like, if you could shoot me right now, if there was a button you could press and it would shoot me, that's okay.
I made the mistake of wearing sandals half the time, like, and then finally putting on shoes. But I got a nice tan with the outline of my sandals.
Yeah, I mean, we were trying to diagnose if it was a starter or like a fuel pump issue for a while. And like, it wasn't acting like a normal starter going bad. It was like, it was being kind of weird, but it was definitely
Wasn't until the
starter
end
now.
when it was just like, yep, I'm not going to do anything.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, Jeremiah's probably right. I'll just change it out. But it was a pain in the butt to get to because you had to take the intake manifold out.
Mm-hmm.
And it's pretty like far down. You can't get to it from the bottom or the top.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to take a bunch of stuff out to get to it. And I'm not a car.
Did you follow a guide or did you just figure it out?
Watch somebody on YouTube do it.
I mean, as long as you put it all back in the same place, like it's not,
Yeah.
It's close enough. As long as nothing's
is your-
rattling, you're good.
Is your intake manifold plastic? Or is it-
Yeah.
Okay, that actually probably helped you because it's like a 10-year-old car. I was worried like you're in the parking lot, you're going to be like stripping off rusted bolts and stuff.
No, actually, all the bolts were in really good shape.
Nice. I guess it hasn't been through too many hard winters, given where
No.
we live. It won't have been that bad.
It's been through a lot of hard summers, though.
We hear people talk about who like live up in the north, hear them talk about working on their cars, and it's just like, yeah, the car's 4 years old, so everything's rusted, and there's rust holes coming through the bottom, and it's great. It's a good time. I was cleaning out. My brother-in-law bought this like 1984 Volkswagen Rabbit Wolfsburg edition convertible for like $350, and he was gonna fix it up and then sell it because I guess it's slightly a desirable model. But it's got some weird engine issues that he thinks like a VW enthusiast needs to diagnose. So I was just gonna detail it enough to make it look nice to sell because it hadn't run in like 10 years. So like the paint was just completely, it was like gray and completely covered in dirt and crap, and like there was plants growing on the inside. Like it was really rough. And I was shampooing the carpet and I was like, it's got a weird bump over here. And I peeled up the driver's side carpet and there was a piece of plywood covering up a giant rust hole in the bottom. Like someone put a piece of plywood, put the carpet over it, put the seat on top of it.
That's amazing.
So structural.
As long as it don't rattle, you're good. Just duct tape everything down.
I'm going to drop our bitrate down to 2500. I'm getting a little bit of Skype warble.
Was anybody downloading or anything?
I am not.
Let's check.
I'm all paused.
Same here, Captain.
Steam downloaded a 700 kilobyte update for We Happy Few, so that's exciting.
It probably did it at 100% of your connection though, throttling.
Well,
that's what
20
GOG
minutes
does.
ago.
GOG does. There's a 10 meg patch. We're going to saturate your connection 100% and break stuff.
Oh man. Along with all the utility work on my street this week, someone's been spray painting orange lines down the side of the street. And with my luck, it's going to be a super lame underground power cable, but if the skies open up and the clouds part, it'll be a fiber optic internet line in my dreams.
Yeah, it's totally not going to be that. It's probably because they're working on the power.
Yeah, it's just weird though that they'd have an underground something alongside of a whole bunch of new power poles.
Oh yeah, that's
I
true. They
don't
put up
know.
new poles, so that makes you think they're probably not going to bury all that stuff again.
Yeah, it's not only new poles, but they had these weird yellow like extensions off of the street side of the pole, like at the top, with a second line, and apparently it's like a backup line where our street, if power goes out in the area, is like a rerouting option. So we're basically guaranteed to never lose power now because it's we're like a switchboard on the street.
That's good.
Yeah.
Too bad your internet doesn't work that way.
My internet has worked great ever since a few months ago. Especially the part where they charged me $140 a month for it. That part has never stopped working.
Are they still charging you that much?
I got a $3 discount for automatic deposit, so that's exciting. Yeah.
That sucks.
You should.
Sucks a
Yeah.
lot.
Spending money is fun.
Oh, speaking of spending money, after all the, you guys know some of this, all the fun stuff with the property taxes this year, I got to thinking, I'm like, I bet you the bank dropped the home insurance policy too. Thought to look it up, and I'm like, yep, it lapsed. So surprise home insurance bills this month too.
Now, is
Yay.
that mortgage insurance or actual house insurance?
Actual home insurance? Yeah.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's been lapsed for a while, apparently. It's okay, though. We're just jury rigging a home remodeling out of pocket ourselves. Totally professional.
You should get a big policy on the house and then burn the little shack house behind you. Like, oh no, we lost our home.
We lost the third house.
Write us our check.
Not the slave quarters. What if we need that again? For Gwent videos.
Oh, there'll be Gwent videos.
Joe, when are you going to talk about your book? I'm really excited to talk about it. Are we going to talk about that on the air?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I'll do a full review of it. I'll do a full review. I mean,
I want to talk about the
give,
process tonight because that was funny.
I can give like slight updates, I guess, as I go on, because it's gonna take me a little while to get through it. But
How about you give like a quote of the week from your book?
oh gosh, it's gonna be horrible.
I hope so.
You don't
Yeah.
have to do it
So
right now. You can do it when we're on the air.
okay, I thought we are.
During it.
Well, we're doing warm up. We're not, live.
Oh.
We're not live. We're not podcast live. We're just warm up.
Oh,
live.
I didn't know. I didn't realize.
We were
that,
all wearing
actually.
headphones with podcasting
This would be
mics.
this would be structured. We'd actually be talking about important
Well,
stuff if we were live.
honestly,
live.
kind of sounds like we're live. So
Yes, I'm talking about show notes
I mean,
Live.
we do have segments in the podcast, Joel.
Yeah, but sometimes we just yammer about stuff too, as if that's never
Yeah.
happened.
I feel like that's usually your segment. Welcome to 90 seconds of bullshit.
How about
with
last
Joel.
week when it was, let's all be really brief and talk about our games we're playing this week. And Jeremiah talked for, I think, 20 minutes about
No,
Doom
I did-
and the other games.
I did
Check
not
it.
talk for
It's
20
literally
minutes.
like 20 minutes.
You guys
No
must have been
way.
talking to me about it then.
It's
There's
a
no way.
long time. It was a long time.
It was good though because
It was good.
It was a
It was good
discussion.
content.
It was a discussion.
It was a discussion, but it's still long.
All right.
Just saying.
It 100% was like 15, 20 minutes.
Okay, I didn't feel that long. I feel bad now.
Well, the whole podcast was like 2 hours last week because we were.
No, it wasn't that long, was it?
All right, I'm looking right now.
Define last week. Are you talking about the one we did?
yeah,
154.
Yeah, this.
It's 134, but we were at that
Yeah,
table
that's like-
for a
that's like
couple
an
hours.
Yeah, I definitely trimmed some stuff down.
Yeah, don't you try to hide what we did.
Like the
We
whole
know-
opening
I'll
with
go
Joel
grab
sitting
my-
there
there.
on his thumb piano going ding, 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 right into the mic.
Oh no.
Joel feels inspiration coming on.
Oh, I don't know if he's coming downstairs to hit me.
You get one hit per lie.
Is he getting his instrument or is he
I
getting
think he's-
creative?
Did anyone hear what Joel actually said before he disappeared?
Did Joel go get creative? He didn't come downstairs.
rustling.
Well, anyway, while Joel's gone, I think I'm
He's heading
finally
back upstairs now.
Oh, he's getting the
Oh,
quotes.
he brought
Okay,
the.
here we go.
I didn't know if you went to the bathroom or not.
Like you
you're
came to,
not-
like,
I just
hit
wanted
me.
to grab the book.
Okay.
I mean, there wasn't one time you went into the bathroom, like during half the podcast.
Joel, would it please you to know that the chat is now full of sick clouds? Your face.
That doesn't.
It still
No.
works. It's amazing. It still makes you angry. Law Gamer says you were out of the room to fill your vape up real quick.
we had a guy tweet at us today. He vapes while gaming and listening to the podcast.
Yes.
I wish there was a way that would like corrupt his computer. He couldn't listen. Like as soon as he starts puffing, like the podcast pauses.
Nope. I'm happy he can still listen. I think it's
I'm
fine.
What you got for us, Joel?
Well, I thought I was gonna say for this.
We're gonna do it.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
gonna do it on the podcast. He just has
Save it
to.
for
I'll-
the
I'll-
new segment. What are you reading this week?
Yeah.
What are you guys reading?
I'll just keep.
What are you guys not
you know
reading
I'll be
this
keeping
week?
you guys updated as I read through this fine piece of work. Joy and I
Same
are,
way your mom's a fine piece of work.
Joy and I are going to Disney in September, and we're going to go to the Halloween party. And I just told Tim, I was like, I wonder if they have the blue pants from the character in this book. And I was just trying to see. I'm like, oh
Does it have
man,
blue pants?
shirtless, wear those blue tight leather
I
pants.
think they're white. I thought they were white.
No, they're blue. I mean, they
I
look
really
blue to
feel
me.
like Joel frequently forgets that he works in a shared office because he's just sitting there at his standing desk. Like, I wonder if you can get those super tight blue leather pants on this book cover. He's like, on Amazon, men's tight blue adult leather pants. And he's just scrolling down and it's just blue crotches scrolling by. like, Joel, there's like 10 other people on this aisle. Whatever.
And I know every single one of them, and they're all my friends.
Joel has dirt on all of them. He's like, they ain't gonna say anything. I'll wait for him in the parking lot.
I bought Giancarlo sitting next to me pizza for a whole week just to see how he would handle it, and that was just a great week for me. Like I enjoyed every second of that. Like every time I get in, I was like, "Oh, hey, Giancarlo, like you want to have lunch with me?" Oh no, you brought pizza in today, didn't you? And every day he would just get more and more depressed as he ate more and more pizza. Oh, it was so funny because he had various church events and like festivals he was going to. They all had like free food. He was so pissed because he's like, I can't eat anything. All the events are like, hey, would you like some free hot dogs or take home some barbecue and stuff with you? He's like, I hate you, Joel.
I would have made
I kept on
barbecue
texting.
pizza and hot dog pizza. And
He got all of that, and he said it got so old. He said you instantly recognize what is good and what is not good pizza. Like if it's high quality, it's at least tolerable. But he's like, man, he's like, just kill me. He said, because he thought he could do it for 2 weeks. I was like, no, I just do it for 1 week. 1 week, see how you do. He's like, after 1 week, he's like, nope. And as soon as he was done, I was like, hey, do you think you could eat tacos for a whole week?
I guarantee you I could eat the Walmart deli stuffed crust pizzas for a week. I guarantee you I could do it. Not even a question.
Don't even challenge me on that. Like, I will
Not
do that
even
in a
question.
second. I will
I'm
do
on
that
a-
in a second.
I'm on a cut. I can't do it.
Oh, yeah, that's
my
oh,
excuse.
sure. Yeah.
Hey, just dedication. Tonight we the power went out in the middle of John and I's workout. We finished it. Just two guys bumping into each other in the dark basement with only the light from a
Finishing
laptop
it.
screen.
Yeah.
Glad you guys
Finishing
can
off.
finish in the
Rock and
dark.
rollin'.
There it is.
It went great.
What's that bump of the night? Oh, it's John.
I got a sick pump off it.
Did you guys, has everyone downloaded the video?
It's ready to go.
The video fold? Okay, cool. I just thought of that.
You guys want to go and start the podcast?
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
I mean, Dave, do you want to start it, or you want
Nope.
me to start it, or?
I'm good.
All right.
I want to see Dave dance.
Nope.
Well, Dave, you have to play music and stuff, don't you?
No, I don't
Nope.
play the music
You're
anymore.
going to do the...
This is my dance. It's the dance of my people.
No, James, I don't play the music anymore. It's only for the people watching live, and I want them all to like sing it to themselves in their heads, you know? Let me just make sure I'm getting a tweet about something. Okay. All right, guys, good? Joel,
Yeah,
do you have time
you're
codes?
overmodulating a little bit.
Yep, ready.
Oh,
You hear me?
shoot, I am. Yep, hold on 1 second. Oh, look whose volume got reset all of a sudden.
Skype, you bastard.
Windows 10, I'll kill you with a shovel. This is your fault. It's always your fault. I'm dragging it down. It's fighting me like, no, we will control the volume.
We know what you want.
Check. That is not. Hold on.
James, it was so hot last night. You're gonna hate this story. I had to move the base pad for the AC compressor behind the house, and I was like, it's 11 o'clock at night. How bad could it be?
Check.
Really bad. It was so humid, like it looked like how Jeremiah described you, like you just come out of the pool, like someone had just dipped me in water, because you sweat and it won't evaporate, so you're not cooling down, you're just soaked, and it's just gross. I'm like shoveling gravel. Like what new hell is this?
I changed my shirt so many times on Tuesday working on my car.
Yeah.
Like I was going to take a shower, but I didn't want to keep taking showers like all day long. So I just go in and like change my shirt to cool off before going out for another hour. And I think I went through like 4 shirts.
Oh my goodness.
then-
You didn't
and
want to
then
just
took a
like
shower.
keep one dirty? You wanted to just change midway through?
It was soaked.
Yeah.
I don't want to put a wet shirt on and go back outside.
Yeah, that's
Because you were going back inside for like breaks. I gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were like going inside just to change your shirt and go back out. I was be like,
No. I was going in for
oh,
a break.
when I'm working on a car, I just commit to it. I'll finish and I will be like so trashed I can't even go inside like without having a towel to walk on.
It was hot enough to where I was worried about like having a heat stroke.
Oh yeah,
Ugh.
because
Well, I mean-
you can't cool down. It's just. And James,
Was this Tuesday?
Yeah. That's when I sent the little the thing that said feels like 127. I was like, what the?
I thought I was being smart by at least waiting until the sun was down too, but then I didn't really think it through. And to be able to see all the wires and get them out of the way, I had to bring the work light on the extension cord over. So I was shoveling gravel 5 feet away from a giant construction light. It's just like it's like being in front of a sun lamp. It's suffering.
All right, you guys ready?
Let's do it.
Yep.
Let's do it for real. Joel, ready on time?
Yep.
Oh, you got auto color on, Jeremiah.
Me?
Yep.
Is that going to be a problem?
Just
I
when
don't-
it
I'm
changes
not
colors.
No,
Colors,
I don't think it's auto color. It's just
No,
his screen
well,
getting
maybe.
bright.
Put
Okay.
your hand in front of the camera again. Definitely auto exposure, at least.
Whatever.
Peasant.
I've never done like a Skype call on this laptop before. Okay. On 3. 1. I was about to say, am I counting to 5? Am I saying go? Am I counting down?